Hello, it is the Rose Podcast, and we're not dead. we're not. We're here. We
Yeah,
made it. We've made it, man. We made it.
we're still alive. Just not been around.
The big old number 15.
Is this number 15?
Yep, episode 15.
God damn. We still haven't gotten out.
So I'm sure y'all are like, whoa, what happened to the little background? But we decided for I don't know, for the sake of the podcast, to put gameplay behind it, courtesy of yours truly.
Right.
Um,
As people, as some people suggested that we did, so we thought, why not just give it a shot? And
yeah.
I ended up, cause I run the Twitter account, and I ended up tweeting out like, hey, sorry about not like updating you on the episodes. We got a new episode format coming out next week, and then we never got it out.
That's hella funny, bro. I feel look, life just got in the way. We just got busy, and it's been like kind of difficult arranging things. I mean, like for me, man, like we've explained before, our schedules are all fucked up, and sometimes like the only times we can really record for both of us at easiest times are the weekends. But like these last couple of weekends, I've just been going ham with the details, man. I've been going ham with the details. Oh, and also I had a little visit to Isaac actually.
Yeah, and like to update you guys, when I moved into a new place with new friends. I mean, we're not new friends, but with my best friend and other friend, my best friend. we're yeah, we all moved into a house, into a little like house together, and like so during that time, it was the timing of it all, and like I don't know, I was
like
just
the
very
move,
busy.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure the move, because you had to like do a lot of like cleaning with the property, right?
Yeah,
You and everyone else.
Yeah, we had to do a ton of stuff.
I mean,
and
when I was there were still some things you guys were talking about, like still wanting to do, like the backyard.
Yeah, we're getting it done little by little. Every other day, someone decides to work on something.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the moving. I've been working every single day. And then like my other free time is mainly taken up by school. So like, so yeah, this was like totally unprepared too. Like we didn't talk beforehand that we were gonna
I
record.
literally this morning texted you where it's like, yo, let's record. The people want
it. Yeah. I was at work, and you texted me. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Because like, look, the thing is, it's always something that's in the back of my mind. It's something that's always there, just looming over me. I'm like, oh man, like, like cause like we were so consistent with it every week, every was it Monday or Tuesday? I don't even remember, honestly. That's how long it's been, and that's kind of bad. Anyways, like we were so consistent, and like what I felt like was gonna happen is exactly what happened. We missed 1 week. 1 week, we were like, all right, it's okay to miss it, and when that screwed us over, cause like there was 1 week I remember we were a day late, and then when we hit that one, I think we were 1 week late. Oh man. After that, we were a month late, and then now it's like 2 months.
Yeah,
but now we're back.
Been a minute.
It has been a minute, but we have been out here. We have lives outside of this. This is only like a 40-minute, like what is the word I'm trying to think of? Commitment. There we go. It's a 40-minute commitment. It used to be an hour.
I mean, once a week.
Once a week, yeah. But we if you were advised to shorten it just a tad bit. Honestly, I kind of enjoy doing the 40 ones more than the hour-long episodes.
It's kind of easier to edit.
Way easier to edit. Bro, so for me, I've just been working. So much, so much. Just doing a bunch of different things. I've been investing heavily these last like this last week in just buying products and tools for my fucking detailing hustle.
Yeah.
I bought like these wheel woolies for like cleaning wheels. I bought a hose. I bought this filter cuz these damn watermarks. I even bought a tripod for my phone cuz like I want to record a video of me like detailing a car. And like doing probably what I'm gonna do is I'll probably record it and like speed up the footage and then I'll do a voiceover of like what I'm exactly doing in that moment. Probably have moments here and there where it's like I'm talking to the camera. I don't know,
Yeah.
bro. Like I tried it out. Like I recorded myself for like not even a minute, like 30 seconds with the little with the bipod in my hand.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like a little vlogger. Bro, it felt so weird. Like having to talk to the camera. I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm probably just gonna like just use it to record different shots, you know?
Yeah.
Cause like that's what I'm pretty much been focused on, really. Just washing people's whips. Like there's a bunch of stuff I want to order, and oh, dude, there's just like so much ahead of me. Like I want to buy polishers and fucking. I need to buy an extractor. So much goods that I need to order.
Yeah.
But
And you've just been fucking enjoying that too, haven't you?
bro, it is so fun. Like here's the thing, I'm actually underpaying myself. Like
Yeah.
I'm only charging like $30 for details right now, and I take my time with them, cause I try to look good. I try my best to make it look as best as I can, and like at this point, I've been detailing for a year now. Now that I think about it,
Really?
yeah, cause a year ago I was working at a detailing place,
Yeah,
dude,
that's
at an actual
right.
dealership.
Yeah.
And then like I stopped working there to work at a gym, but like on my days off, I would still wash my own car. I would just like wash my own car, and detail it here and there. It wasn't until like earlier this year when I like really got to it. I'm like, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this because like up until then it was just like a little thing I did every now and then, but
Mhm.
then like people have told me like they're like, bro, you should wash my car, and I'm like, I should. And then one time, and then one of my friends he had me wash his car, and then after that, I've been hooked.
It's fucking dope.
It's fucking it is dope because like my favorite thing about it is that it's something anyone can do. Anyone can pick it up and just put the time into learning the proper methods, and they could fucking go with it. That's what I'm doing, and like it's amazing. Honestly, it has definitely like just doing it, having that as a thing to do has helped me so much. Like I can't even describe how happy it makes me just to be detailing people's cars. Not only that, but to be in charge of myself too. Like
Yeah.
I run everything, bro. I run the whole show, and that alone is worth more than any fucking job I could ever have. And like, dude, just living that life is fucking great. Cause like, there are some days when, like, for example, when when I went to go visit you, Isaac, like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I had to call out of work, and
Yeah.
like they gave me they're like I texted my supervisor, and he's like, I told him like, hey, I can't come into work today, and and then he just replied, he's like, oh, you need to have a valid reason as to why you can't come in, and in my head, I just thought, I don't want to come in. That alone should be a good enough a valid reason to not come into work. Honestly, if like there's some days where you wake up, you're like, I don't want to go. I want to do other things instead. But yeah, like I have days like that, and if I don't want to detail a car, I won't. Like I really won't. I don't have to fucking listen to anyone. One thing that was kind of cool though is with the wash I was doing yesterday, my dad, he was out in the front yard. He was like um tending to the garden, the
Mm-hmm.
Zen garden. And he started helping me. And then he freaking like, oh, I was vacuuming the car, he was cleaning out the mats. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hell yeah, my dad's out here helping me. And then after I got paid, I just all the tip money I just gave it to my dad just for him helping me. I'm like, thanks, Dad. And like, it was so weird because, like, I don't know why, but it reminded me of when I was a kid. Like, when I was a kid, my dad would always, no, well, not always, every now and then, if he would take me to work. He would like take me to actually go work with him. I remember being like, fuck, I don't even know how young, like 6, bro. And he would take me to go work in like some landscaping. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't do any actual work though. I was just there, just playing with the shovel. But it was like, but every time, like I got to go with my dad, he would always like give me a little bit of cash after we were done, and like just like so like for things to have switched in a matter of years, it was like so weird to me. I'm like, wow, like I remember when like my dad used to be the one with the side hustle giving me the extra money. Now things
Mhm.
have changed. Now I'm the one with the side hustle and I'm giving him the little tip money. I don't know. That was a neat little observation I had yesterday.
No, yeah, it sounds pretty neat to be able to like do something like that.
It was fucking great, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What about you, man? What's it like moving in or moving out?
um, I did everything like super last minute, cause like we had gotten the place, and I was the last one to move in, but I didn't move in until like maybe 2 weeks after everyone else moved in.
Really?
It's just because I was procrastinating on it, and like I just oh yeah, no, the main thing I was waiting on was like for them to install the internet, and
Ah.
as soon as they
Because
installed
how
it,
else are we supposed to record the Rose podcast without the internet?
right.
Sorry, I just had to insert that.
No, but I mean, yeah, no, you're right. And also, like, because of school,
Yeah, you needed
I
it for
really needed
school
it.
too.
Yeah,
You got hit. You got getting your Zoom calls, bro.
fucking.
Fuck that shit, bro. I'm not. Fuck that, bro. I literally dropped out of college to run my own business. So I'm fine. That's a good reason to drop out of college. Not I don't want to. That was the thing about me. But now I finally have a reason. Cause I'd rather
Yeah,
invest that time. Like I said, I was gonna take a painting class. I dropped it the first day. Literally the first day, I
Jesus.
slept in. I'm like, you know what? This is a sign. I'm not gonna take this class. So I dropped it. And I'm like, you know
I
what? I'd rather just invest that extra time into myself and my
so
detailing.
is that really a good thing though to not even have like tried?
It was a painting class, okay? So if I want to paint, I'll just go to Michael's.
Why did you even take the painting class in the first place?
I don't know, bro. I like painting. Painting's fun.
Oh, wait, so it wasn't like a class that you needed to take? You
I
just wanted to
mean,
take a painting?
well, for a general education, you need to take an elective class, right?
Right.
That was my elective that I chose.
Are you are you are you sure that was
But
an
it doesn't
elective?
matter. I don't need a college degree to be a world class detailer. I'm
No,
going
you're
all in,
right.
bro. I'm going all in. I'll
No,
probably go to
you're
school to learn how to work on cars. Or not how to learn, to get certified, okay? Because I already kind of know how to work on cars. I'm just not certified. So
uh
legally, I can't work on other people's cars. But that's okay. I'm
I'll tell
perfectly
you what
fine with
though.
just working on my own and saving the money for myself.
I was about to say I'm not letting you work on my car.
I can help you work on your car, though.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I actually worked on my car yesterday.
Yeah, I saw your story. I was about to bring that up. About the fucking, what was loose again? I can't remember.
The radiator.
The
The
fucking
entire
bro, that's funny. So I remember I replaced my radiator with an aluminum radiator I bought from eBay instead of like an OEM one, because the OEM
Mhm.
ones, they have plastic at the top And the reason why I replaced the radiator in the first place was because that plastic was starting to crack. So I'm like, I don't want to have to replace this radiator in the future. So I'm just going to get an all metal one. Because I plan on having my car for as long as I fucking can. I'm fucking holding on to that bitch and keeping that bitch on the road literally for as long as I fucking can. And I knew, like, if I get a new radiator with plastic, the same shit will happen, like, a couple years down the line.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get one from eBay, and like, when I put in the cooling fans back onto the radiator, like the fucking screws for them, like one of them didn't fit. So like on one side, there's just like a cooling fan that's kind of loose, but like everywhere else it's mounted except for one corner of it. That's just the aftermarket struggle, bro. I'm about to fucking get me a zip tie.
Honestly, dude, I got multiple. Well, not a lot of people, but like more than one person told me to just duct tape it. One of them being my cousin, except he's like actually a mechanic. Like he works on fucking ships, kind of mechanic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like 'cause he's in the Navy. I fucking forgot.
What? But he's in the military, right?
Actually, no way. I think he's Coast Guard.
Okay. Well, that's still the military.
He's just like Coast
But that's like the
Guard's
forgotten branch. That's how I'll be honest.
Yeah. The card coast, but yeah. But anyways, he works on like ships and shit like that. Even he was just like duct tape it. I wish I had some though, but I don't.
Bro, there's always a cheap way to fix your car, bro. Dude, let me tell you about the struggle of getting my fucking car smogged. Oh my goodness. Boy, was that trouble. So first thing, I just wish I got my car smogged before I went on that trip. Because that trip, there were a few things that happened with my car on that trip, on that drive. So I remember, I was driving from Northern California down to Southern California. I was driving through the state for about 8 hours.
He's coming to visit me.
Yeah, I was coming to visit. You know, I wanted to see the new house, the new place. You know, literally haven't seen any of my friends since like COVID. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna grab my mask and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. So I did. And I forgot. I think about like 3 hours into the drive, I had to pee, bro. I had to fucking pee, real bad. And I was getting off the freeway, and when I was on the ramp and I was at the stop sign, I saw it coming up and I started braking. My car just started shaking like normal. Or not like normal, but like unlike normal. It started shaking like real bad. And then I heard something go clunk, like something like fell. And luckily, like I said, I had to pee, so I was getting off. And dude, I swear I am one of the luckiest motherfuckers on this earth. Because let me tell you, like, the trippiest part about this. You know those cars that they have to drive around caskets? Like,
yeah.
As I was getting off that exit, there was one on the freeway that kept driving. And, like, I looked at it, and I'm like, huh, why is that there? And then I hit the brake, and then dunk. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And, like, in my mind, I'm like, holy shit. If I would have kept going, I could have fucking gotten into an accident. Because what happened is that my brake caliper, one of the bolts that mounted it to the knuckle, it came loose.
What the fuck?
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it just fell out because of the vibration. Because I was on the highway. I'm driving at highway speeds. And at that point, I'm like 3 hours of just straight driving at a highway speed. You know, and like highways, they're not perfect. There's a bunch of bumps. Some highways they're like fresh. They're like, oh yeah. And then, you know? Like, you know what I mean when you're driving on the highway? It's like, you know? It's literally just like that.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
And like, so just driving caused it to fucking come out. And I chose the best spot to get stopped at. Like, because I was on the freeway. I wasn't in a city, bro. I was actually in the middle of nowhere
Oh, what
with
the
the
fuck?
gas station. But I was so fucking lucky that at the gas station there was a repair shop. But the only problem is that it didn't work on normal cars. It only worked on the big semis.
Oh.
So I had to walk over there, and I needed to figure something out. The good thing is though, what happened to that car? It's happened to me before, but it was on the other side of the car. So when it happened last time, it was yeah. So when it was happening when I went to visit you, it was on the right side of the car. The first time it happened, I remember I was with my friend. We went hiking and we were on a dirt road, and it came loose on that dirt road, and it was the left side. So the right side came loose, and I knew I could put like some bolt to just hold that shit into place, so I could drive my car to like AutoZone or something and buy the actual brake bolt.
Mhm.
So that's exactly what I did. I had to go to the shop and I had to ask them. I'm like, I told them my story. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking trying to drive like 8 hours. My car is not working. I need the bolt. And like those guys they're fucking cool as fuck. And they gave me the bolt for free. They just like he gave me one. He's like, all right, let's see if this works. So I went to go try it. Another thing that happened to be convenient is that I didn't have any tools with me. But what's so crazy is that right before I left, I looked at my brother's tools and I'm like, you know what? I should probably take those. But I didn't. I really wish I would have listened to my gut because most of the time when my gut is telling me something, it's right, and I just wish I would have listened to it. But
Wow.
luckily, the gas station I stopped at was actually they sold socket sets,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then the fuck, and to be super duper duper lucky, like it wasn't a normal like it wasn't a normal socket set, but it was like a smaller set of sockets. So the biggest socket was the one that fit onto the bolt. So they barely had the socket that actually fit the fucking bolt that I needed.
It's fucking wild.
So like, dude, the whole time though, it felt like I was in a movie because like I'm never gonna forget the moment in my head where I'm just like, fuck, I need to find a repair shop nearby. And like
Uh-huh.
right as I had that thought, I looked over and I saw in big letters repair shop. Like and it, like the way I looked at it, it was as if like the camera panned from me to the machine shop or like the repair shop.
What?
And I'm like, what
Like
the
you're in the
fuck?
office or some shit.
Bro, it was like yeah, it was fucking something else. And like I just like when I saw that I'm like, "Oh my god, I have a chance." I fucking did it. It fucking that shit alone put me back like an hour and a half cuz I
That's
was running
crazy.
around the fucking gas station for the bolt. And then when I
Uh-huh.
got the bolt onto the car, I drove it to the closest town, which was like 15 minutes away. But I was fucking driving like 5 under the speed limit at that point. Cause I'm like, I'm not letting this bitch fall off again. And then I got to AutoZone. I bought the actual bolts. I fucking put it into the car in the parking lot, and I fucking drove that bitch to my destination for 5 miles. And then it fucking so yeah, that was the first little issue that I had. And then when I came back from the trip, my distributor cap went out. So I was driving my car, and as I pulled into the road, so I was leaving my house, and I pulled into the road. Like halfway through in the middle of the road, my car just it stalled out. So I had to fucking
Oh.
quickly turn my car back on because there was a car coming, and then I just fucking wrapped it around my house, and then I parked it, and then how to fucking I didn't know what exactly the problem was because there was no check engine light. So I had no way to like have something directing towards it. So I literally just
Mhm.
looked up Honda stalling out when driving, when accelerating. Because like I was able to like figure out that it only stalled out when I was like driving it when it was under a load. Because
Yeah.
I revved up the engine when the car is in park, the engine would rev up. So like it would like I floored it and it revved up. So I'm like, okay. But then the moment I put it into drive, like it would stall out. So I'm like, okay, something is working, but it's not working strong enough, and it's like there's I guess too much of a load.
Mhm.
And then I was able to figure out that like I could still drive the car, but I could only do it very slowly. If I tried to accelerate, like at a certain speed, it would just stall out. But I literally got so lucky that the one thing I looked up just so happened to be the issue of my car. It was a distributor cap. I replaced it. It only took me about like an hour and a half. And then after that, my car was fine. Until the check engine light came on.
Oh
And
no.
I'm like, fuck, now I gotta fucking... I was trying to get this shit smogged. But the check engine light was for the catalytic converter. Apparently, it was code PO420. 420. But... And I guess that is, like, a failing cat, usually. But... it's part... Yeah, like, the code involves the emission system, so of course I can't pass smog with that code.
Right.
So I looked up a little trick with lacquer thinner. You put a gallon of it in your gas tank, and you drive your car. Like, I was on the freeway driving at 90 for a bit. Because, like, I had to get the car... Like, you need to drive the car hard to get the catalytic converter hot. So that the lacquer thinner cleans it out. Because, like, a code like that could pop up if it's clogged up. So that's what I thought it was. Because I'm not about to spend like $500 plus labor if I want to get it done. Or $500 plus an afternoon if I want to do it myself to fucking fix a cat. Because like I understood how catalytic converters work. They normally don't fail on their own. Usually something causes them to fail or they can get clogged up. So like there has to be a way to clean it. And there was. Like, they even make special cleaners for them. And that shit worked, bro. I had to put 2 gallons, but, like, it worked. And, like, right as I thought that, like, I had no hope, I'm like, what the fuck? Because I put 2 gallons in it, and I had, like, half a tank of gas.
Yeah.
And I fucking drove the car until it was, like, pretty much empty. And, like, when it was empty the second time, I'm like, fuck, I literally just spent like $100 on the lacquer thinner and gas, and this shit still isn't fixed. But the next morning, when I started my car, like, I was moving it to do a detail, and like, I looked, I'm like, holy shit, the check engine light is off. It's fucking off! I got so happy, bro. And then that same day, I went and got my car smogged, because I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna come back, but I'm not taking the chance. I'm getting this shit smogged right now. And I fucking passed that bitch.
That's fucking dope.
So, the moral of the story, if you have an objective and you have obstacles in your way, don't give up. You can find a way to overcome those obstacles and get to your goal.
Yeah, you never know. Like, the stars could align and you could be the luckiest person in, like, the world and, like, have a problem and immediately be able to solve it.
Dude, you do not know how lucky I felt when I fucking... saw literally everything, I feel so fucking lucky. I'm like, geez, like, my fucking luck, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not even, like, here's the thing, like, when I was, like, with the brake bolt, when that came loose, I wasn't even tripped up on it, like I said, like, I felt like I was in a movie, and I felt like I was just, like, getting tested. I'm like, this is a time for me to show off my expertise and my crafting and my critical thinking. That's literally all I had to do was just be a critical thinker in the moment. And I fucking prevailed, bro. Because imagine if I would have called you like, hey, man, my car's all messed up. I had to get it towed. And it's in the shop. I'm going to be showing up tomorrow. I did not. The entire time, I'm like, I'm not going to make that phone call. I'm not going to make that phone call. I'm going to get myself out of this. And I fucking did, bro.
I mean, either way, I would have understood if you couldn't come, but, like, still, I would have been bummed out, be like, wow, that's some bad luck.
But I fucking made it, bro. I was not gonna let that shit get in my way.
Also, like, were you the one that changed out your brakes?
Yeah. Okay,
all right,
look.
I'm not letting you change out my brakes.
The reason why is because I didn't use thread locker on the brakes. That's it, bro. That's the only reason why. I didn't use thread locker.
I didn't use any on mine, and they're fine.
Well, fucking take your bitch on the highway for, like, a couple of minutes, or a fucking a fucking uneven dirt road. Because the first time I was on a dirt road, you know how dirt roads are, how bumpy
Yeah.
they are, right?
The dirt road to my mom's house, I take it. I've taken it like a couple times already.
Whatever. And the thing is, it was the same bolt on both sides both times when it happened. So maybe it's just an issue with my car, my make and model. That could be it. Because, every car has its little issues. But what's so cool, though, is how, like, they designed the car. Because, look, even though, like, the brake thing came loose, my car would still brake. Because one bolt was still connected. And, like, the brake caliper, it was rubbing up against the inside of the wheel. So, like, the inside of my wheel is scraped up like a motherfucker because of the brake caliper. But part of the brake pad was still braking the rotor. So I'm pretty sure I have uneven brakes right now. Actually, no, probably not.
You didn't change them out?
No. Bro, I literally just needed to get that. I had no time to do a brake job on that drive, man.
I just mean now.
Now? I mean, my car brakes perfectly fine. I haven't had an issue with it braking. I think right now my car is like in a solid position. I'm probably gonna do some preventative maintenance with the spark plugs.
Wait,
no, I need to do the fucking timing belt, bro.
I think you should take it to a shop. For timing belts?
Yeah, there's a reason why I haven't done the timing belt. Because there is so much into it, but it's like, fuck, I don't want to spend all that money.
It's gonna.
But but here's the thing: if I do it myself and I fuck it up, goodbye engine. That's the thing. And at least if I go get it to a shop and they fuck it up, they gotta pay me my engine. You know what? I might just do it. I might just have to get that shit replaced.
I would. I already told myself I'm not gonna do mine, because it's like as much as I want to keep on working on like my own car. I feel like timing belts or timing chains.
That's a little too advanced for me.
Yeah.
The most advanced thing I've done was a wheel bearing. Oh man.
The most advanced thing I've done is like my transmission.
Oh, did I tell you about my fucking wheel hub story?
Yeah. Pretty sure you have.
I know I told you, but I didn't tell the podcast because it was this was before the trip, like right before. Because my left front the wheel, like the hub, there was one of the little connector things that was gone. So instead of 4, there's 3. Because I fucking over tightened my lug nut, and then I fucking broke off the fucking bolt. Anyways, I was just trying to replace the fucking hub, and I ended up having to replace the wheel bearing twice. Yeah, twice, because I put it in, and then I fucking put in the hub, but I forgot to put in the snap ring. And, like, the snap ring keeps the bearing from flying out in place. So I'm like, oh, I'm not about to fucking drive 8 hours without that snap ring. So I had to take out the fucking hub. But while I was taking out the hub, I broke the damn bearing again.
Oh my god.
It was a fucking struggle. But thankfully, like, the parts that I got from AutoZone, they were covered under a warranty. So I didn't have to pay for anything. I just used the warranty for all the parts that I had.
It's fucking dope.
But it fucking took me way longer than it should. Like, I started at 12. No, like 10 in the morning. I didn't finish till like 7 at night till like the sun was starting to set, dude. It was a struggle, man. It was a fucking struggle. But I fucking got it, man. I fucking got it.
I mean, you hadn't fucked up in the first place.
I know.
I mean, I can't blame you that much, because like sometimes you just can't predict or like know when like shit like that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like threading out, like even even I've done that, and it was like one of my bolts when I was replacing on the transmission, not like one of the bolts that like hold the transmission to the engine. It was just like a I don't know. It was basically like a bracket to hold like wire, like the wire harness around the transmission. I fucking threaded it, or like the housing, not the actual screw, because like I tightened it too much. I over tightened it, and it or over torque it, whatever,
Yeah.
and it like
It's kind of
stripped
the
the
same thing.
housing.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck,
And
bro.
the one thing that I did to fix it was I just put a fuck ton of thread locker. I put a fuck ton of thread locker and put it back in there. Like screwed it the best I could. I just left it. It
And
still works.
haven't had any problems.
No problem, bro.
Nice, bro. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, cars are unpredictable. Cars are so unpredictable. But they're fucking hella fun. Bro, like,
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
I've been looking into, like, I've been thinking about it. Like, if my transmission goes out and, like, I have another car, K-swap?
You
K-swap?
say K-swap?
K-swap?
Uh,
I want to do an engine swap, though, on my car. Put a manual transmission in the car, like, but not right now, not anytime right now, because the car is still running perfectly fine. Like
mm-hmm.
right now, I want to keep it stock so that I can just fucking use it to go to work and use it to take me wherever I need to go. Pretty much, it's
Yeah.
not until like the future when I have like more cars and like an actual place to work on my an old car that I want to do the engine swap. And also that gives me the time to get the knowledge that I need to fucking even know how to do it in the first place. Because I don't know jack shit about it. I know it's possible though. That's all I know. I know it's possible to do.
Yeah.
I just don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's the fun part. Figuring out how the fuck it's gonna go down, right?
No, yeah, exactly. Just jumping straight or like head on into something is probably like sometimes the best way of doing it.
Hell yeah, bro.
Because I mean, like when people do shit, usually you can tell them what to do. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you just need to do this. But until like, I don't. For me, I think the best way for me to learn is to actually do something. So like jumping straight and
into
like
the news. Let's just
jump
right into it.
Just jump right into it. But yeah, that's probably I always like doing that.
Experience is like the best teacher.
Huh?
Experience is the best teacher.
Yeah. I mean, it is. And also failing is like one of the
probably the best teacher in life.
Yeah. Because it teaches you a lot.
Yeah. As long as you like study it and figure out why you failed. That's what you gotta do. Because if you fail and you fail it again the same way, then you didn't double fail, you triple failed. Because you failed to like look at your own failure. So you fucking failed the first time, and then you failed to study your own failure and preventing it again, and then you failed by it happening again. So that's a triple fail, bro.
Definition of insanity, bro.
That's the definition of insanity.
Is doing something and then failing and then doing the same exact thing and expecting a different outcome.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's like but sometimes it's hard to break it. It's almost like, you know, you get when people get addicted to it. Like addicted to something, you know?
I just can't
like
stop.
Yeah, like gambling. How like you can lose so much money and put like everyone like put yourself into so much debt and then just still keep on going into it.
I don't know, man. I can legally gamble, but I'm scared. I'm legitimately scared to gamble.
You're just gonna get hooked on it?
Because I just got I've heard stories. Yeah. Like I don't play any lottery scratchers either.
I mean, like I bet against like other people on like like recently, just matches, like
Yeah,
whether it's like a
but
football
like
match or like
yeah,
like a game match, whatever.
but like when it comes to like
Yeah.
betting in that way, there's still a way you can have it win in your favor. Like there's like you like there's a lot less chance involved. Like there's still definitely chance, but like it's not like a slot machine that's completely random and it's designed to give poor outcomes.
Uh,
Whereas if you're like betting on a team in the sport, you know, you could have like if you have knowledge of like who are the good players, what teams they're on, you know, how what teams do well against other teams, like you
mm,
know, and like how teams play from their past seasons. Like you could make a lot of money because just using your noggin. Like that's when benefit. That's those type of gambling. It's a lot harder to get into, but you're less likely to fuck up because you know like there's less
yeah.
of a risk. Whereas
Mhm.
it's like a fucking like blackjack or something.
No,
Those are just
I know what you
complete
mean.
fucking odds, bro. That's legit R and Jesus right there. Like, oh fuck that. But like with sports and like sport teams, like you can kind of like have it work out in your own favor by just having by knowing what the fuck is going on.
Mhm. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Like that there's like less, or like it's you can predict the outcome a little bit more.
Yeah, more predictable. There you
Yeah.
go. More predictable outcomes.
Mhm. Rather than just like I don't know, just pulling the lever on pulling the lever on a fucking like slot machines.
Yeah. Like it's
Which I
easier to pull a lever on slot machine, but there's so much more risk involved. I guess that's the
Mhm.
trade off. You put in the time to learn the sport and you fucking know like betting on horses, you know? If you know like which
Oh.
horses have been bred the best, then you'll probably vote for the fucking best horse.
How the fuck would you know which horse is like bred the best? I
I
always
don't
wondered
know.
like how the fuck would you know like which horse is gonna be like the best horse? I don't know.
Dude, it's so weird. It is so weird. It's crazy though how the world works. Well,
No.
fuck, bro. We're at 40 minutes already?
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 Jesus.
Jeez, bro.
Wait a minute. I feel like I was supposed to. There was something I was supposed to tell. There was a story I was supposed to tell, and I think we left it off that in the last podcast. But I don't remember. Oh, I remember. I fucking remember what it was. A quick little story.
Let's hear it.
All right, title of the story. I I destroyed a fire hydrant. Um, okay.
Oh fuck yeah, bro! I already know what this is about.
A quick little story. Back in middle school, I believe this was 7th grade. Anyways, there was this kid that we knew. Is sort of good friends. You know, we had classes, hung out a few times. His name was Everett, and or was it Everett?
No,
It
it was
wasn't Everett.
Kobe.
It was Kobe. That's
It was
right.
Kobe.
Yeah, I couldn't. I had the face. I just couldn't remember the name. Anyways, um, yeah. So there's this Kobe that we knew, and the back in like middle school, I would always like I had to walk to my my friend's house or my Kyle's house, and every day after school I would go to his house and like wait till my mom gets out of work and picks me up from there. So I was walking to his house, and I was walking. I usually walk with him, but he didn't come to school today, but I was still gonna go anyways. So I was walking over there. Kobe was walking next to me because his mom parked a little bit down the street, and down the street there's like this dirt path. Um, and like on the dirt path is also this like fire hydrant, and so there's like she was parked down like his mom was like parked down there. So we walk over there. I'm like, hey, do you think it'd be a problem if you give me a ride to my friend's house? And he was like, oh yeah, no problem. It's like he was like, how far is it? Oh, it's like down the street. I don't want to walk though. So so the mom was like, all right, fine, yeah, sure, let's go. And I hop in the back seat, and everything's fine, dog. I hopped in the back seat, and I see that she has like the brand new iPhone, which is like what the iPhone fucking like 7 at that point, or like like SE or some shit
I
like
don't
that. I
even
don't fucking
know,
remember.
bro.
But like she like looked down for a second, and was like, yeah, yeah, I got the new one. And he was like, yeah, my mom got the new one. It's so crazy, right? I'm like, yeah. And all of a sudden we heard this loud fucking like she starts driving, and then like immediately we hear like this loud fucking like crinking noise, like plastic just fucking being bent, and we're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden we hear like this super loud noise, like like, and we're like, what the fuck? And then she like started freaking out, and she's like, oh my god. And like she put the car in reverse, and I think she ripped off her bumper, um because we pulled off in reverse, and immediately there's just this huge fucking like almost like a geyser, just water shooting up into the fucking sky as tall as like the telephone poles, and just like on this dirt road. And like, oh no, yeah, huh, it started spilling into the streets, and like people had to
Yeah.
drive by it. So as people were like driving by uh like down the road, everyone was just getting sprayed with water. Like even the school buses
Bro,
were
yeah,
just
look,
getting
I was just about to say, look, because I remember when that happened, because I was on the bus going home, bro, and like, the bus was coming out of the school parking lot, and we just see the fucking water, this fucking, I don't even know how high that shit was, bro. That shit had to have been at least 50 feet high, bro. But dude, I remember being in the bus, the windows were rolled down, and I was getting hit by water. That's how bad it was, and I remember seeing you standing next to it. And I'm like, is that Isaac? Is that Isaac right there? And I'm
yeah.
like, bro, he got front row tickets. I'm about to ask him about that shit tomorrow. And then and when he told me that shit, bro, I started dying, man. Cause like earlier, like when he brought it up, I started dying because I remembered it, because I pictured that moment of when I was in that bus turning the corner onto the road, seeing a fucking big ass fountain of water, a fucked up car, and Isaac just standing right there.
Okay, well, it wasn't my fault because she parked. She
Yeah,
like had
you weren't
parked
the one
right in
driving. It
front of
wasn't your
the
fault.
fire hydrant. So like, as soon as she started driving up, she like just rammed into it, and then like ended up taking. I believe it ended up taking her front bumper, and I ended up getting out of the car like immediately, and she's embarrassed. She's covering her face like, oh my god. And or she's also like scared too, like, oh my god, I can't believe I just fucking did that. And I'm standing right there, and I'm like, I see all the water. I see everyone like passing by in the school buses. And I look at Kobe. I'm just like, you know what?
I'm walk.
I'm gonna walk. And he's like, yeah, you should probably do that. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. And then I walked home, and I could not stop laughing on the way home. Shit
Oh
was
my
funny.
god. Oh my god, bro, that shit was so funny, man. I remember, like, right before we graduated, I asked him about that. I asked him, like, I'm like, bro, you remember when your mom fucked up that fire hydrant? He's like, yeah, bro, I remember. He started
What the
laughing,
fuck?
and I had one question. I'm like, bro, what happened to her? Did she get in trouble, or like, what happened?
Yeah.
Apparently, his mom, or maybe his mom's husband, like, they knew someone, like, through like certain connections that they had.
Yeah.
She got away scot-free. I think she
That's
had to pay like
crazy.
a small fee,
Uh,
but she didn't get like thrown in jail or anything. That's fucking crazy though. I'm like, damn,
I mean,
she got off the hook.
I'm sure she got. Yeah, I'm sure they had to make her pay something. But to be able to just be like, oopsie, haha.
Oopsie, haha, won't happen again.
Yeah. I'm never taking that Mexican boy home ever again.
Yeah. Dude, that's a fucking funny ass story. I'm never gonna forget it.
You had to be there.
I was there, bro. I wasn't there when it happened, but I remember just seeing the water. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
This shit makes me laugh whenever I think about it.
It's just so funny how like you're the reason that shit happened.
Yeah, I honestly, I think if I like wouldn't have like told her to like take me home, she might have just turned. I don't know. Maybe it was like maybe when she started turning, she didn't see it, and we like she got hit, like she hit it. But if I
Or
wouldn't have said anything, she probably would have gone the other way.
or maybe she wasn't too busy flexing her iPhone. She would have been
Yeah,
fine.
like ooh, new iPhone. Fuck you.
Oh, too bad it's fucking broken and it's wet. That's fucking
I
hella
don't mean it.
funny. Alright. Alright, well,
No, yeah,
that was a fucking great story. I think that was a good podcast. We just talked about cars and car problems and another car problem with the fire
uh,
hydrant
expect the next episode to come out
sometime in the future.
next year.
Next year, 2025, we'll be here,
Yeah,
episode 16. Um, with everyone. Yeah, we'll be talking about remember COVID. Don't forget we're
yeah,
still that's still happening.
yeah.
But
That's still a thing.
dude, like one thing I do keep thinking about is like in the future, like being able to like whenever I look back and think like holy shit, bro, that was life for a while.
Mhm.
Like cuz like at this point I've already like gotten used to how things are, but every now and then I'm just like, damn, shit's fucking different, bro, compared to last year.
Mhm.
Like every time I walk into a store and I see his signs with like the face mask, I'm like, fuck, bro, everything's different. But at least now it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know, bro. Shit's
Right.
looking fucked up.
Nah,
Whatever. We'll
yeah,
get through it though. That's all I know.
yeah.
We'll get fucking through it. We're all
Positive mindset.
resilient people. So, shit's gonna shit who knows?
Uh
You
huh.
know, who knows what the fuck's about to happen. All I know is that we'll get through it. Keep that in
Mhm.
mind. You know, like I said in the first podcast, as the great Kendrick Lamar once said, uh fuck, bro. I was gonna start quoting it. All right, we gonna be all right. We all be all right, but we really
And
are. We gonna be all
yeah,
right.
it's gonna be all right. 100%.
Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gonna be all right. All right. Well,
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
Alejandro, and this has been the Roast Podcast,
I've been Isaac.
and we'll
Thanks
see
for
y'all.
listening.
We'll see y'all when we see y'all. All right. Have a
All
good
right.
night, y'all.
All right. Bye.